It's the Cable MTGO Show.
Little Tameo action. Should I Badger Mole Cub? I've liked Cub in some decks. Great with Strip Mine, of course. We kind of ended up doing an artifact deck last draft, even though I was going for a Gaia's Cradle deck. Let's make another attempt at Gaia's Cradle. All right, well, not gonna no sir a Gift Jet in the face. According to my pack one pick one, I should be looking at Questing Beast, but I'm gonna take the Twister here. Gets a little bit better with the Mox Jet there. Cube for the Cube God. You know it. Don't you know it? And now I'm thinking about Bill or Grim Monolith. Let's take this Monolith. No man is a monolith. This is officially the waiting for Hull Reacher lane, if anyone's curious what's going on here. The video for this is great. Yeah. The music video with the, I always forget that guy's name, but the guy that dances through it does a really good job. The cuts and stop motion segment they do is like super unnecessary, and that makes it so much more incredible. That music video must have taken just like infinite time to make. I can't imagine. But yeah, probably still one of my favorites. Despite this song being 14 years old. So Entomb finds Echo, which is interesting to me. Hey, Don the Kid, thanks for the sub there. Fuck Bezos and fuck Ice. Yes. All of that. Fuck the oligarchs. Fuck the feds. So many people. Okay. Little bad action. See if the way is clear before we fire off our draw sevens. Pack one, pick one. Would you say that Lotus or Soul Ring is better? So I actually did a video on getting into Vintage Cube Suave, and I did a section in that video on drafting power, and I spent a lot of time looking at win rates, and not just win rates for the average drafter, but also average win rates for like the best drafters and the worst drafters and stuff. And the data seems to think that Black Lotus is a much better pack one pick one than Soul Ring. And that's drafting a Soul Ring is kind of similar to drafting a Mox. Yeah, does anyone... I had a command to bring that video up. I wonder if I can remember it. Yeah, there we are. Essential. Yeah, I put a lot of time into that video. I should probably just have the command in the stream title. The video was great. Do I plan on doing updates or expand on the first one? Probably not. That video took me like half a year to make. And it's half an hour. Yeah, you're not wrong, Infested. Certainly have my issues with the Obama administration, but that man was extremely well spoken. If the Mox Emerald was not here, then I'd be torn between the Saga and the Force of Will. I think I would take the Force of Will in this spot. Yeah, not a ton of artifacts yet. Pretty stoked about this Mox, though. The more Moxen you get in your Time Twister deck, the more you can, like, just dump your hand. Play a draw 7. Force mulligan the opponent. Academy again, huh? Is there a chance I want to play Life Death? I mean, I do have this Entomb, Currently not a ton of ways to bin things. I guess the Academy got better when we got our second Mox. I don't know how stoked I am about that. Yeah, we're looking for Narsets, Hull Breachers, Orcs, Shieldreds, and we are not finding any of that. The Vamp Tutor is interesting. The Darkslick Shores is interesting. Jace Varin's Prodigy is a good way to bin Echo. I'll grab the Vamp, I think. Oh, come on. We haven't seen Tinker yet, have we? Hell yeah, Fuzznuts. Yeah, I'm glad I got it out there, because now every time someone comes in with that question, I can be like, oh, go check out this fucking video I made. Is it weird to spectate casual matches in formats you're interested in? That's just called birding. I don't think it's weird at all. If the people that you're watching seem bothered, then you can, like, move on and watch some other match. It's something you can play by ear, huh? I would not describe watching someone's match a social faux pas or anything, though. That's pretty normal. Hell yeah, Infested. Hey, there's a Narset. Okay. Phew. Narset's kind of nice because it actually like helps you find the Twister or the Echo, too. Keep remarks and ideas about the match to yourself. But what if one of the players is going to make a mistake? What of that, then? You'd advise against peeking at the top few cards of each library to see how the game is going to play out? Just like total strangers. You start touching their cards. Your graveyard's a little messy. Just let me tidy that up real quick. There you go. No need to thank me. If it's a casual match, is it correct to advise on a rules error that happens? I would only advise on a rules error in a casual match if it was very natural. Like, maybe they're literally discussing the rules interaction. Then you can, like, step in. But that's something where, like, if you don't know the people in question, you also don't know how they're going to take it. Interesting. I guess we're taking Thoughtseize. There's a Wheel of Fortune there, but I don't know how castable it'll be here. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we're taking Shieldred over Counterspell, Polluted Delta, Mystical Tutor, just everything here. Narset and Shieldred is pretty sweet. Also, notice we scooped up Echo, or I'm sorry, we scooped up Entomb to go find the Echo consistently. But because we have a couple of reanimation spells, the Entomb might help me find the Shieldred quickly too. If we already have the draw 7. Have you seen me take Shieldred over Mox before? It sounds like something I'd do. Right? Shieldred has such a high ceiling. Odawara is kind of cute because it's an instant answer to your opponent's Narsets and Shieldreds and such. I'm gonna grab this Vista. Our mana base needs the help currently. We got double blue, double black cards, right? We need a little bit of that fixing stuff. Thinking about the Relic of Sauron, thinking about the Multiversal Passage. We do look like we're gonna have plenty of playables. Deck can be kind of mana hungry. I like the Relic of Sauron, just means that you never flood too. A random Archon or something to reanimate would be sweet. Hard castable, but gives the Shallow Grave and Life Death some depth. I think Thundertrap Trainer is playable. Kind of wish I'd grabbed the Oracle earlier. Wasn't thinking about Doomsday. Is Wormcoil better than Triple Get Titan? It kind of depends on the cube. what you're looking to do. Triplicate Titan does kill somebody faster. Like shaving a whole turn off the clock's pretty big. And you can kind of like chump Wormcoil and, into the dust. That said, if you're trying to stabilize against an aggro deck, Wormcoil's way better, right? Well, I guess this is a deck. The Shallow Grave's really bad. Could just play Skydiver over it. Almost a Displacer Kitten deck. Blink the Narset and the Grim Monolith. What do y'all think? Kaido, Upheaval? I don't think we have quite enough mana for Upheaval. I'm going to grab Kaido. The Mystical Tutor Wield, and there's a Talisman here. You know what? We already have Vamp Tutor. I don't think we need Mystical. I think we're already good in terms of the tutors. Does Talisman make sense? I think so. Nice Otawara Wheel. Maybe Fatal Push will end up in the sideboard. It's always wild to me when universal fixers like Multiversal Passage or Vista go super late. In this case, we're in pack 3, so like there's a good chance that a lot of people that are passing on Multiversal Passage simply picked up good duels early on. You just ate a whole block of feta cheese. Well done. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yeah, the Talisman's good for our mana and it accelerates us a little bit. I'm just imagining like turn 1 single Mox Talisman draws. Turn 2 Shielded, turn 3 play a draw 7 type deals. I need a cut. Oh, right, I was thinking about the Fatal Push. I'm going to sit on this for a second. I'm going to take a short commercial break. Go get some water, go to the bathroom, stretch my legs. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break. That'll turn off ads for the next hour. I'll see you all soon. Wait. So in terms of this Oculus, I guess Frantic Search is good at filling up the bin, but the Draw 7's empty the bin. But you can also, like, reanimate it, I guess. But why would I reanimate Oculus when there's Riddler here? I'll just cut Oculus. Why was I adding a forest? Weird. Oh, for life death, sure. Silly meme. Get to catch up on the new cube technology. Throw the deck into the overlay real quick, like. Has anyone been drafting the Sack discard deck? I've drafted Red Black Sacrifice a few times. I have not gotten a trophy with it yet. I think I've only gotten 2-1s. Actually, maybe there's one trophy in there. The last time I drafted it. Is it sweet for you? Nice. Is there Dutch Flyer in the chat? You can look at the chatter list. Or you think they might have a different name? You just got some back-to-back trophies. Nice. What do you think the key is to drafting the archetype? What have you been enjoying? It's definitely felt better when I've actually had the drain effects. My worser versions of the deck will only have like 1 or 2 drain effects. What if I should just play an island face up here? If they play a 1-drop, I dismember it. If I draw another island for turn, then I can save the passage to be black source. Well, none of those things happened, so. Opponent needs to come up with something kind of quick here, because the currency converter can bin the echo. Fair enough. Guess I won't be down ticking a second time. If the Narset hadn't found Echo, then I'd be able to entomb forward here and be off to the races. I guess I'm just supposed to pass. Feels good. They're down to 2 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to tutor up Shieldred. Kills the quickest. We saw a artifact. Wasn't like the best to skydive. That game kind of made me want to have Oculus in here somewhere. Maybe over Malcolm. Malcolm's good with the Oculus, though. Well, what are you going to do? Malcolm's good with a Kaido as well. Yeah, let's cut Thoughtseize. You would switch jobs with Caleb if you got the chance? Oh, anyone can be a Twitch streamer. Not a successful one, of course. If I had the mana to play Echo next turn, like maybe if I hadn't drawn it and I could entomb for it, then I wouldn't be down taking the Narset. But since I'm short anyway, Life Death is interesting because we have the entomb already. So if I have a black source next turn, I can just do that, which I guess is an Oculus or a Shieldred. Kind of depends on if they clean my Narset's clock. To draw a black source. Let's see what Narset finds me. Deeply regret not just reanimating Shieldred, I guess. Fair enough. It's a good looking Grief. Nice brown now. Yeah, the fulfilling aspect is huge, huh? Sweeper would go hard here. They only have one type in their bin, but they do have some quality clockage here. I feel like that would have been better in the second main phase, but that's just me. You'd assume most successful streamers enjoy what they do during their streams, meaning they found their fulfilling job. It's a mixed bag infested. I went to CubeCon, or not CubeCon, I'm sorry. I went to TwitchCon one year, and there was like a dedicated streamer area. It was an interesting group of folks to chat with. A couple that I had recognized from like League of Legends and stuff. But it really felt like a lot of them felt trapped in their specific game or niche. And then that's like what their viewers wanted to watch. So they were burning out but couldn't do anything about it. I think burnout is likely very common. Am I dead? If we double block here, we soak. It's the same. It's the same as if we double block here. Because we double block here, then less tramples over when we block the second time. So we would block here and take 8 plus 6. 8 plus 5. Yeah, we're super dead. That's also community dependent, Zazu. For sure. Right, Dobbs? Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Even variety streamers don't get to play everything they want all the time. They have to sculpt their schedule around what folks want to watch. The income from song requests is pretty negligible. That's mostly folks that would be donating anyway. And in terms of like my personal income, donations are awesome, of course. But if you're just like looking at my income specifically, it is mostly subscriptions. So ad views or something, donations or something. But the folks that show up and subscribe every month have absolutely kept me going these past 12 years. I've been doing this 12 years. The first 365 was in 2016, yeah. 10 years ago. I started streaming in 2014, though. That's actually normalized now, Karn Sagara. Like, once you hit different milestones, your rate changes. But yeah, it used to be that it was like some magic number, then you didn't know you had to apply for it. I kind of just want a twister here, you know? Currently not hitting my land drop. Put it in the tank. Pretty him-proof hand over here. Hit both my lands. Alright, well, it wasn't as him-proof as I thought. Now I still don't have my second blue source. Incredible. You are indeed tripping, him who has risen. Crave. Kind of as well play that Riddler. Sail! Amazing, him who has risen. Incredible. My wife used to get confused when we'd go from like it being really dark inside to really bright outside, and I'd have to adjust my phone brightness. And I was like, it's because you have your... She was like, mine does that automatically. I've just got different eyes than you. I can always see the phone no matter the area. And I'm like, it's because you have your set phone... You have your phone set to do that. It's adjusting the brightness for you. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've just got better eyes. You hate the variable brightness thing? Yeah, I'm not huge on it either. Even though it does have its uses. Sounds like she's just got better eyes. She really does, yeah. The dock has arrived. Man, I love currency converting. It just makes discard feel so bad. Like they mind twisted 2 solid cards, and I was like, yeah, all right. I have 2 2/2s. This is slander. It is simply my eyes. Well, that's what I'm saying, Mrs. DMTG. Sal! Hey, that boy Cad, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing the prime, the 30 months. Now the Malcolm's gonna get to draw 2 on this loot. And won't that be nice? This song is actually about boats. Not a lot of people know that. Really? I thought it was like when something sails over your head. Or maybe it's about like a teacher trying to teach some kids the letters of the alphabet, and they just like they aren't getting it, and she's like, "Say L, say L," you know, and that's the song. It's probably not that. Bargain bin sales. Could be that. Hey, look at us winning a match. That's kind of nice. Win a match every once in a while. And if y'all ever won a match before, it's a good feeling. It's a good vibe. I'm actually one of the weirdos who doesn't like that Infested. When pop lyrics are all the same mopey, like, I loved the girl with the hair that blows in the wind and the eyes of indiscernible color. Oh yeah, that's the best. And sometimes we'll hang out and we'll smile. I've like gravitated more towards like hyper specific songs that tell like a distinct story. So I should probably just make a shielded. I'm really considering reanimating Trinket Mage and getting a Mox to accelerate out a little bit. Oh, I could have upkeep Vamped for a Mox. That would have done the trick too. Should have done that. Maybe next turn. Well, this turn it would have accelerated me, whereas next turn the Vamp replaces a land. Yeah, I'll just fucking, you know. Maybe I'll just fucking before him. Yo, the name is Bete. Sweet. If you're fucking, you're probably fucking. But if you're not fucking, well, then you ain't fucking. Seems like a spot for the old skydiver, huh? Got a trainer for it, maybe? You writing a song about breakfast cereals? Oh, yeah? I've got one of those on one of my playlists. You've probably already heard it. But now I want to listen to it. Might be faster to just search for it. Z-Trip breakfast cereal. I've only written song lyrics for one song lifetime. It's about a wizard. Not a bad rate. Oh shit, what up? Hey, tomorrow now. Thanks for the $4 and 20 cents. You're writing your own musical. Nice. I have written a full-length play before, but that was back in college. And spite was one of my large motivators. You're notating the symphony you composed in 2024. You composed a fucking symphony? That's impressive. And not just because I know nothing about what goes into it. Hey, Captain Red. Captain says, fucking A, man. Fucking A. You don't know what notating a symphony consists of? I would assume, and we literally have somebody in the chat who's doing it. They're probably much better at explaining it than myself with my assumptions. But I would assume it's like telling people if they should be playing hard or fast, or like the technique notes and stuff. Play better on the notes everywhere. Yeah, stop sucking. Tedium, it's about tedium. Yeah, that makes sense. You can notate everything except for trombones. Everything is F to them. Oh, F for fail. Is that the joke? Yeah, everyone rips on tromboners. Yeah, F for fail, just like I was saying. Crazy. My Otawara is in play. Not ideal. Music is in your pianissimo. You know I can't live without my cereal. All right, Tomorrow Now has been very patient. Got some kind of a song request here. Tomorrow Now's message is, I am high and ready for violin insanity. Let's fucking go. Some John Williams, let's go. Which I was happy with. It was my first time playing the sealed format. But I'd done a solid amount of drafting and such. Somebody actually asked me during the event how to prep for sealed, and I told them not to do that specifically. I was like, you gotta train for the tournament you're playing. If it's a sealed format, you gotta prep with sealed. You gotta get those builds in. And then in my head, I'm like, wait, that's not what I did. All of my very best finishes in sealed, though, the one Grand Prix that I went undefeated on day one, came after doing that, like treating it like it's a constructed format and just like testing the bejesus out of the matchups and such. I once was just testing by myself, and I would build a sealed deck, build another sealed deck, play them against each other, set the winner aside, and then I did that like 4 more times. Then I had all the winners play off and stuff, and I just very quickly got a really good idea of what was actually good in the format. You did the Suzuki method up to book 5? Nice. Yeah, both of my sisters did Suzuki. My little sister stuck it out a little bit further, but they were both quite talented. My older sister would fight with my mom all the time about her violin practices and stuff, and it was kind of brutal. And I was like, I don't know about all this. And when I got old enough, my mom was like, all right, you have to pick an instrument. And I was like, drums, I'll play drums. What do you not play? Okay, I'll do that. That's a little terrifying. A little bit of worried about this override popping off. Just using every part of the Oliphant here. That was a beautiful little tune there. Your mom plopped a computer down in front of you at night and was like, "Hey, you good?" and left you to it. Yeah. My dad was kind of like that. He was very tech heavy. We had personal computers around. I was like learning how to use DOS to fire up my computer games when I was like 4 and 5. We always had computers. And he was a bit of a space cadet, kind of like me. Which, was some good, some bad. Just like everything. Oh, we got some fucking summer quests here. Dobbs is Dobbs and Infested. Thanks for the donations. Dobbs says, congrats on the top 16. Anyway, here's Prof. Goody goody da footy shitty. Gasoline by Prof. No bad attack. Well, what happens if... No, I don't know. Duke 3D XC Enter. I didn't play that one. I didn't play any Duke Nukem. I watched my cousins playing Doom. I didn't get to play it all. We played GoldenEye, though. Hey, Ectomaniac, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. Chex Quest? Nice. I had a sponsorship to play Chex Quest on stream. That's how you know you got a good job right there. It can't be that bad if you're getting paid $1 dues to play some Chex Quest. Hey, BL Fusco, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 41 months there. Who sponsored me to play that? I think it literally might have been Chex. It was it was through the actual Twitch portal. If we vamp tutor for a Mox, we can turn to Shieldred. Kind of just like playing the Riddler, maybe. General Mills sounds right. You prefer specific mills? You would, you dude. I'm doing well, Novellin. How about yourself? Well, I hope. I got some folks coming over tomorrow to play tunes. I'm pretty excited about. Hopefully that goes well. Play some sludge metal. I moved my acid bath poster into the jam room, so they'll know that I really care about sludge metal. Yeah. Well, we're still gonna upkeep Vamp. That's a wild pair of cards to draw because they didn't have Channel or Portal when we batted them. I am drumming, yeah. Yep. It's been going well. I found a wrist brace that's designed for guitarists and drummers specifically. And I spend as much of my time stretching as I do drumming. But I haven't been having wrist pain and stuff, and that's been awesome. All right, here's another song request from Infested, who says, you don't want to do a song request, then you can just keep the money, you deserve it. Aw, thanks, Infested. I'll jam this, though. This looks interesting. Canon in D, but it just keeps getting jazzier. Yeah, I was going to vamp tutor for a bounce spell for the portal, but they have a portal and a Blightsteel, and that's issue. We did bleed Blightsteel earlier, but it'll be harder this time because the portal can get the Shieldred. We have to go get Otawara this time. It was before we could get Mystic Confluence. Doing covers? No. There's actually a big demand for that. Just people willing to fucking play pop and classic rock covers and stuff. If that's all you want to do, go out and play some bars, earn a few bucks. But no, I've never really had much of an interest in doing that. I am part of a musician group on Facebook that are just like people in the area that are looking for bands, and that's most of what people are looking for is musicians to play in their cover bands when they're missing a person. But this guy posted a riff where he's just playing like a very fuzzed out guitar and playing this like sludgy doom, and I was like, oh man, that's just exactly the kind of music that I'd like to play. I am indeed in Madison, yep. Where's a rebuild when you need one, right? Hercules recall you. Well, the good news is they didn't get the Shieldred, so I don't have to take extra damage from running this Riddler out. I already played my land, yeah. We do have another bounce spell that could rebuy this Shieldred, and I think that's probably my best chance to win the game. Is the triple bounce card. I'm only at 9 life right now. It's not a lot of life. Did I get the Ectomaniac and Beal Fusco subs? I just saw Ectomaniac's sub message of, oh, daddy. What's the 2 green spell that we've seen? This one, the Salvager. If you attack with the Riddler, they just block with the bat. And then get it back. Well, that's not great. The cycle with the Riddler would be nice if they did not have Shieldred, yeah. Yeah, so brutal that they've got Blightsteel and Portal down on the same turn. They can just serve it, and I chump Shieldred, take 5, go to 2, die to Shieldred. Hot Gravy Stains wins! Hey, cheers, Borger. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 12 months there, the full year. Well, Skydiver looks a lot better than I was thinking at first. I'll get Trainer for it. Rest of this looks fine. Wild Game Hum. That is incredible, Tater Chim. That's a delightful game right there. I almost like this hand. Just turn 1 Converter, turn 2 Loot, Bin Riddler, and hopefully have a Black Source for death. I'm going to send it back, though. So I almost liked the last hand. I do like this hand. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we're missing double black if we draw Echo or Narset. But, as they say, nobody's nerfed. Right, Stage Madness? They should pick a lane. You can, like, be good at stuff, or you can be clever and funny. You can tell it's getting jazzier, because it's getting more discordant and awful. Well, there's something for my Skydiver to grab. Hex drinking. The artist certainly knows how to play the piano. Though there is something to not knowing how to play the piano. Blim. Delightful. I was just gonna grab Riddler. Start drawing some cards. But maybe Echo's better. In terms of hitting lane drops and such. I kind of don't care about the Haywire Might, right? We're just like botting them mana-wise. Maybe Talisman or Green Sun here. Now this is art, I'm telling you. You like taking the Talisman because it shuts off Tinker? Oh, I guess it shuts off blue mana. Oh, I took the Talisman anyway. I'm coming around on this cover. There's probably orchestral arrangements of pop music out there, right? There's gotta be. I had a stupid thought in my head that was like, now, you know, this is real music. Because complicated people with fancy instruments are covering it. You prefer Tool without vocals? The vocals are certainly not the highlight of Tool, but they don't, like, detract. Like that other prog band. Dream Theater. Yeah, if you listen to enough Dream Theater, you, like, become deadened to it. And then Tool's vocals sound pretty good. Nice tapping, Caleb. Why, thank you, me. Oh, I... Gotta play the land there. Gotta get that extra value. I win! That was a sick little trophy. We actually, that was the draft that we packed with Pick One Cub, right? And then we got a Mox Jet, and it's like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm drafting this Time Twister. Fuck this Cub. And then we got just like a real pretty version of the Draw 7 deck. Yeah, Shieldred used to be like in my top 10 cards because I was drafting this deck so often.